What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are first timers, welcome. So today we're going to do a short video on the neck and the shoulders, so it'll be a little bit of a mixture of stretching and strengthening. And so we're going to start there. We're going to make our way down the body. So for the next videos, it's going to be like head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You get it. So we're just going to make our way down the body for the next couple of weeks of the videos that I post. We're going to go ahead and get started. So if you want to pause this video and sit in your comfortable seated position in a meditative and begin to really draw the breath into the practice, to really take that time to find the breath, you can pause it now, begin to do that. If not, we're going to take a few breaths to really get us centered into the practice, and we're just going to start flowing through it. So coming into our comfortable seated position, whatever that means for us, we want to kind of bring, so don't try to find your posture yet, kind of round here for a second. And then on your inhale, we're going to begin to feel the belly expand, and we're going to draw up tall into that spine, really finding our posture, bring that head over the heart, heart over the pelvis. On your exhale, feeling the sit bones grounding into the mat. And then from here, we can take the hands to the knees, whether they want to rest down, palms down for grounding, palms up to receive good energy. We're going to take one more breath. So inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, squeezing the belly towards the spine, expelling every inch of air. Then on your next inhale, begin to draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, relax them down the back. Inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, relax them down the back. Inhale one more time, take the shoulders up towards the ears. So really beginning to show that we kind of live in a society where we think our shoulders are supposed to be up towards our ears. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders down the back, but really they're supposed to be relaxed. So really finding that, feeling it in the body. We're going to take two more breaths here as we ground down, still finding that tall spine, inhaling in through the nose, inhaling out through the nose. You can soften the gaze or close the eyes. And then on your next inhale, we're going to send the fingertips up above us. Exhale, bring the fingertips to kiss. Exhale, beginning to draw the hands to heart center in prayer, or our Anjali Mudra. As we begin to take this time to honor ourselves for coming to the practice today, knowing that the hardest part about yoga is just rolling out your mat and doing it. So whether you are doing the postures or you're just sitting in meditation, the hardest part is just getting yourself there. So if you came to the practice today, give yourself that thank you and honor yourself for that. On your next big inhale, we're going to send the arms back up above us, take the gaze up towards the hands, seeing if we can bring fingertips to stay kissing each other. If not, hands can be separated. Relax the shoulders down the back. We're going to hold here, continuing to find our breath. Ground the sit bones down. On your next exhale, we're going to interlace the fingers. Begin to take the chin down towards the chest, and you're going to take the hands on top of the head. Relaxing the elbows forward. So noting here that we're not trying to really press the hands into the head, drawing the neck down. We're literally just allowing the hands to just rest. Elbows falling forward, chin in towards the chest. We're still finding that tall spine, so beginning to notice if you're starting to slouch. Relax your shoulders, continuing to find breath as we begin to breathe some space into the back of the neck and in between the shoulder blades. On your next inhale, we're going to send the gaze up, forward. Begin to take those elbows, open them up as wide as you can get them, stretching into the chest. Exhale, chin to chest, elbows resting forward. Inhale, open up the elbows, send the gaze forward. Open that heart, take one breath. Sending out that love into the universe. Take one more inhale here. Then on your exhale, you're going to release the fingertips, let them rest back down to your lap while you tuck the chin towards the chest. And on your next inhale, we're going to send that right ear over towards our right shoulder. So we're not sending shoulder up towards the ear, keeping that right shoulder relaxed. So begin to stretch into the left side of the neck. Finding that tall spine. And then if you want to extend the stretch, you're going to take your left hand, extending it out. You'll begin to feel the stretch at the top of the shoulder. On your next exhale, we're going to release the chin back down towards the chest. Inhale, we're going to send the left ear over towards the left shoulder. And then if you want to extend the right hand out to extend the stretch, you can. You do not have to. Always remembering in yoga to listen to the body and allowing the body to be wherever it is in the practice. It does not matter what a pose looks like. All that matters is what it feels like. Exhale, we're going to release the chin back down toward the chest. One more inhale, we're going to send the right ear back over towards right shoulder. Exhale, take the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, left ear over towards left shoulder. Exhale, take the chin back down towards the chest. And then from here, we're going to begin to draw little circles with the neck. It's almost like you're taking your nose and you're drawing a big circle in the air. Doesn't matter what direction you go, but just being really, really mindful of the neck and not taking it. Don't want to injure our necks here. Just really working out the kinks. We're going to go one more, whatever direction we're going. And then we're gonna put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, going the opposite direction. Gotta bring some Missy Elliott into it. I had to do it. We're going to draw one more circle. And on that next inhale, send the gaze back to center, extend the fingertips back up. Really stretch through the fingertips, feeling it through the side body, through the front body, through the back body. Ground your sit bones down on your next exhale, sending the fingertips out to a T. We're going to take our pinkies back. So we want pinkies back, thumb is going forward. Beginning to send the chest forward as we open the heart here. Now we're going to send ourselves back to neutral, so bringing up into that tall spine. From here, really activating the hands, and you want to bring a majority of your attention to your middle finger, not to be so rude and crude. Drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other, so we're locking the shoulder blades in towards the back, almost like you're trying to squeeze a pencil in between them. And then from here, you're going to take and draw little baby circles as we begin to work into strengthening the shoulders and the arms. You might not feel a burning yet, or you're already feeling it. I feel something. We got this. Continuing to breathe. Most important part of the practice is the breath. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, go in the opposite direction. Keep those shoulder blades in towards each other. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms still. And then from here, we're gonna flip our palms. So you're just gonna begin to flip palm, flip palm. You're gonna start working into the shoulder joints. Probably hearing a lot of snap, crackle, and popping. I know I do. Every time I do this, my shoulders snap, crackle, and pop. It's really bad. And we're gonna bring the arms back to stillness, flipping the palms forward. Reach the heart forward one more time. Big inhale. On your exhale, send the hands forward, round the spine. We're gonna interlace the fingers. Now really beginning to draw the knuckles away here. So we're rounding in the spine, kind of stretching in between the shoulder blades. Then you're gonna flip the palms forward. Inhale, send the arms up. On your next exhale, release the fingertips, draw the knees in towards your chest. Take the hands to the knees or whatever part of the leg you can reach. Reaching the heart forward, we're gonna tuck the chin, take 2 breaths, just kind of neutralizing ourselves, relaxing the hips. Then from here, swinging the feet out to the side, we're gonna come to our tabletop position, so to our hands and knees. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Then drawing that belly button up towards the spine, press into the hands so we're not drooping in the shoulders here. On your next inhale, we're gonna send the right hand up above us. Don't worry about how high it gets. Exhale, we're gonna send that right hand as we thread it underneath the left arm, coming all the way down. On your next inhale, pressing into your left hand, send that right hand back up above you. Exhale, we're gonna relax it back down to the mat. Send it to the other side. Inhale, left arm extends up. Exhale, thread your needle. Next inhale, we're pressing into that right hand. Extend the left fingertips up. Exhale, sending the hand down. And then from here, we're going to begin to flow into our cat-cow. So inhale, release the belly down towards the mat. Take the crown of the head, tailbone up. Exhale, press into the hands as we round the spine, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, flowing into this cat-cow. We're going to do 3 more rounds. Really beginning to connect the breath and the movement together. Two more rounds. Exhale, rounding. And once we come back up into our rounding into our cow, we're going to hold here, take 1 breath. And then releasing ourselves back to that neutral tabletop. We're going to bring our toes to touch, walk your knees into touch. We're going to take the hips back towards the heels as we come into our child's pose. So forehead can release down to the mat. If it doesn't make it there, it's not a big deal. We want to bring a little more activity into our child's pose. So we're going to lift up on the fingertips. Beginning to feel the stretch into the armpits here. Going to take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, plant the hands, roll it back up to your tabletop. Exhale, we're going to walk the knees back to that hip width apart. And then we're going to find our cat-cow motion. We want to centralize it to the shoulders. So draw the belly button up towards the spine. So when you inhale, you're just going to kind of release down in your shoulders, keeping the pelvis neutral. Exhale, press into the hands as we round. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. We're going to do 3 more. Connect with your breath. See if you can do this without looking at the video. Last one. And then from here, begin to walk your knees back just a little bit farther. Draw the belly button up towards the spine. Press into all 10 fingertips. Really finding that strength in the shoulders. We're finding a tabletop plank here. I'm going to take one more breath. And then staying here in this tabletop plank if it's enough. If we want more of a challenge, we're going to tuck our toes, lift the legs coming into our full plank. Drawing the belly button up, connect to your strength, take 2 breaths. Feel a shaking, maybe feeling a burning, 1 more. Exhale, release the knees, bring the knees together. Take the heels back, take the hips back towards the heels, relax the forehead down. You can keep the arms extended here in a child's pose or take the hands back towards the feet to relax the shoulders. One more breath. Next inhale, come back up into your tabletop position. Exhale, we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to send the hips up and back as we come into our downward facing dog. So drawing the belly button up towards the spine, press into the space between the pointer finger and the thumb, pressing evenly into the hands. We can take a second finding what is going to feel good on the body right now so we can walk our dog pedal to feet out if we want to begin to work slightly into our hips and our hamstrings. We're going to bring ourselves to stillness, inviting the heels. Continue to press into the hands. Draw the belly button up. Take 2 more breaths. You got this. And on your next exhale, release the knees back down to the mat, tabletop position. We're going to send, we'll keep the toes tucked here. We're going to begin to stand up on our knees. And then from here, just kind of working a little more into the mobility of the shoulder. We're just going to inhale, sending that left arm up. Exhale, take it back. And you're just going to begin to draw some circles with your left arm. Going to draw 1 more circle. Then on this next inhale, when we send the left hand up on our exhale, we're just going to find a twist to the left. So send your left hand back. Inhale, come back through to center, extending that left arm up. Exhale, release it back down, and then take it to the right arm. So inhale, left fingertips come up. Exhale, send them back. Begin to draw those circles with the right arm. And draw 1 more circle. Inhale, send the fingertips up. Exhale, send that right hand back as we begin to twist to the right. Inhale, come back up through to center. Exhale, send yourself back down to your tabletop. Keeping the toes tucked here. Press into the hands. We're going to step both feet back, come back into your plank, or staying in your, with the knees down into our tabletop plank. Allow yourself to be wherever you're at. And then take a moment here, begin to shift forward and back on the toes. Still find your core. And bring yourselves to stillness. Take a big inhale on your next exhale. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, we're going to begin to release that right heel down as much as we can, sending our left leg back behind us, 3-legged dog. So beginning to notice that your shoulders are going to kind of go cattywampus on you. So really squaring the shoulders forward, beginning to feel this into the hamstrings. Press into those hands, cultivate your strength. Take 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, just releasing that left foot back down to downward facing dog. Inhale, begin to roll up the spine, come back into your plank. I know. Maybe feeling the burn. You got this. Exhale, we're going to release the knees. Sink it back to a child's pose. Take 2 breaths. Exhale, we're going to roll it back up, tabletop position. Immediately take it up into your plank, whatever version you're doing. On your next exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Immediately on that inhale, invite that left heel down as we extend the right leg back, 3-legged dog. Pressing evenly into the hands, square the shoulders. Little core strengthening here too. And on your next exhale, release the right foot, bend the knees, take it down to tabletop. Walk the knees back just a tiny bit. Press into the hands, finding that tabletop plank. On your next exhale, walk the knees in towards each other. We're going to sink the hips back towards the heels, coming to sit back onto the heels. Relax the hands on top of the legs. Bonus, you're getting a stretch into your ankles here. This might be a little intense for some of us, so if it is, just find your comfortable seated position. And on your next big inhale, we're going to send the arms up above us. Exhale, send the fingertips forward. And then from here, we're going to slide our left arm underneath the right. And then you're going to begin to twist your arms together as much as you can as we come into our eagle arms. Send the gaze up towards the thumbs. And if this is too much, then just we're going to bring left arm below the right arm. Take the hands and give yourself a big hug. You'll get the same stretch. So beginning to relax the shoulders after we just strengthened them. On your next exhale, unravel the arms, send the arms out wide. Exhale, fingertips draw forward, interlace the hands around the spine. Inhale, send the hands to heart center. Exhale, relax the hands back down to your lap. Inhale, send the arms up. Exhale, send the fingertips forward. This time we're going to slide the right arm underneath the left. Begin to unravel the arms as much as you can. Send the gaze up to the thumbs. If this is too much, then you give yourself that big bear hug. Same stretch. Next, exhale, unravel the arms. Inhale, send it out wide. Exhale, round the spine, interlace the hands. Inhale, draw the hands to heart center. We're going to take one more breath here. And as I thank you so much for coming to practice with me, you can actually add this in, do this video as many times that you want to do, add this into your normal yoga practice, whatever it is. But I thank you so much for coming to practice with me. As the light in me honors the light in you, namaste.